Yo, what's up guys? It's Grizz Games coming back at you with another Bloons Tower Defense Battles gameplay, and you know what we gotta do. We gotta spin this wheel real quick just to see what it's saying, and it's good this time. Okay, so hopefully it goes a little better than last video and we don't get another laggy opponent. And in between these videos, as you can see, my medallions have gone down a little bit. I haven't don't worry, I haven't played any games without you guys. It's just the decals on the balloons got the better of me. I purchased a few of those, and then I got some monkey farmers as well. You know how it goes, you gotta get a few just to have in the back pocket. Never know when they're needed. So yep, jumping into a couple games here. Went into the ceramic crucible. No need for a warm-up today, we just played yesterday, so should be okay. And I haven't made any changes to the deck as of yet, but that could change depending on how good or bad this goes. So Temple, deck 1, ready, waiting on this guy. I'm happy with this. Temple, it's a good map. I feel like it's quite fast, but it's still not too fast, so it's quite an easy map to just kind of get a nice slow start on, which is lucky for us because we do have some good early game towers here. So we can turn that slow start into a very good start. So we're just going to start off here pretty basic with the 1-2 dart monkey. I think it's very strong. We'll also put down quite a few balloons to him, and he's going to start sending us a few as well. So we're actually just going to put a little trip monkey right here, and that should be alright. If he solid wounds, that he doesn't, so nothing to worry about there. We'll get rid of this balloon jitsu and get up a little tax sprayer right there. So I usually like getting 1 or 2 tax sprayers, tax shooters even, just because they are quite effective, but it doesn't always happen, as you may have noticed in a couple of my other games where we don't always take it. In fact, let me just put tax out there as he's sending a few more balloons. So yeah, his eco is a little better than ours. A little unfortunate there, but not anything insane. And we'll just be sending a few more balloons here. So you may have noticed in some other videos, but I don't really like playing against the Dartling gun, and he's actually going to place a farm there, so we'll try and kidnap that soon. So I don't usually like playing against the Dartling gun because I don't know what it is, but the game kind of lags a little bit, or it can't keep up properly, and you never really know if they're leaking or not, because it could look like an easy defend on your screen, but on their screen they're dying. So we'll have to keep a close eye on his life count here, and if we see it go down even 1, just bang, hit that sorted wounds, try and get as much from that as we can, because as you know, sorted wounds late game, it's not really that great, because you usually have all your eco that you need anyway. So finally getting the kidnap here, get that farm out the way, and we'll send him a couple normal balloons. So he's going to send us quite a few balloons here. Nothing to worry about though. So we'll just get up our eco a little more. Might just place another little apprentice monkey down just to be on the safe side. And carry on sending. Here's obviously a great card coming up here, the tax. Gotta love that. And we're at 600. So we've overtaken him by quite a lot now. So I feel safe to slow down for the moment and maybe get a lightning bolt up. Potentially even just go for a semi-automatic rifle, which is what I think I might do here. And he's actually got the laser cannon, so it doesn't look like we'll be getting any salted wounds on him, because that is a very strong tower that he has right there. So we've hidden the sniper monkey up there in the top, just so he can maybe feel a little bit more safe about sending some rushes, obviously not knowing that we'll be able to easily defend them. And we'll just carry on sending a few of these little balloons. And we'll be waiting for him to set up another farm. Or a more late game tower that we can kidnap. We'll just keep a close eye. We'll keep this chain lightning in hand. See, just there. So he sent some zebras, probably thinking they would get quite far. Obviously they didn't, so it's quite nice to have that sniper monkey up there in the shadows. So we'll look at possibly saving up a little bit of money after this tax comes in and get another semi-automatic rifle, although we're not too far ahead in eco, so not a bad idea to push for a little more. And we will do that, in fact. So quite a normal game going on here, nothing too special so far, but that's what I like. You know, a nice slow pace, being able to get up some eco, being able to get up a few good towers. It's usually better for us than for them. It's always a little tricky trying to click on those up there because it is so close to the powers, so you don't want to accidentally use one of your monkey boosts right there. And he sold that farm, so not too sure what he's going for. It looks like he has got a sniper up there as well, because you can see that these balloons are getting picked off a little bit. Is that anything to worry about? It might be, so we'll just do a quick lightning bolt. I think I probably leaked a few too many lives there. I probably should have lightning bolted a little earlier. But we won't make that mistake again. So we will place down this balloon jitsu right here, because there's no reason not to. So we'll just carry on with this. And kidnap that farm. Perfect. So whilst it's actually quite calm here, I'll just talk about what I'd like to do on this channel. And as you can see, obviously I want to play a bit of balloons, you know, get a little bit of that going. His eco is actually very close to ours, so we'd like to just get a couple of balloon videos out there, see how that goes. And when Polytopia, when that game comes out on Steam, because it's currently just a mobile game, I'll see if I can play a couple games of that. That's quite a slow paced game though, so don't quite know how that's gonna sit with you guys. But we'll kidnap that. And yeah, we'll just kind of you know, let it play out, see if you guys like the game Polytopia, or maybe it's not for you, it's not for everyone. So definitely no hate on you guys if you don't like it, but it is a strategy game. So obviously Bloons is a strategy game as well, so it is fairly similar in that respect. And as you can see there earlier, I did have to boost just because it did get a little bit sketchy. His rotation doesn't seem to be too great, and his eco is probably quite high at the moment, so it probably doesn't matter that he has that farm there, and so we're actually not going to kidnap that anymore, and we will be focusing more on the heli pilots that he will have coming through. So what I've done here is I've just kind of skipped out on the Bloon Jitsus a little bit, and I was waiting for this Apache to come through again, but now we have two of those. I will probably focus a little bit more on the Bloon Jitsus again. So I'm actually going to sell this Star Monkey just because I like these spots, and I didn't even notice right there. He just sent a ZOMG and it's not looking good for us at all, and we're actually going to go down there. He sent two in fact, so that is that's interesting. Like good job for him, definitely. But we'll have to back out of that, and I'm actually quite curious on what he could have sent there. I'm just gonna check quite quickly. We'll go on Bloon type and scroll right down to the bottom. Okay, so he yeah, so five definitely didn't come out, so it was probably one of these. Damn, that's quite a lot of money either way, but like I said before, our deck is more of a mid-range deck, so it's not too good versus a late game deck, which is what his was kind of panning out to be if he did have quite a few high cards like that. Because I feel like if your card average is over maybe 3,500, 4,000, it's becoming a late game deck there, and ours is around 2.6 to 2.8, I think. Obviously it differs a little bit between deck to deck, depending on if it's a land based map or water based, and looks like it's going to take a little bit of time to actually get a game here. It's a little unfortunate, but yeah, so we would like to just queue back up. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get another game. But yeah, so when Polytopia comes out, I'll be playing a little bit of that, getting a couple games in there, maybe do maybe start from scratch, because on my mobile account I do have everything except the newest ice kind of faction tribe. I've got everyone else 100%ed on the domination, and luckily we did find someone here. Unluckily, it seems like quite a good player, so it might be a bit of a rough map. Definitely don't want shallow. Definitely not. Concrete Alley, we definitely like this one. And he's not so quick to ready up this time. Interesting. So for Polytopia, we will probably be starting from scratch, just seeing how far we can get, seeing if we're we can get everyone to 100%. And I'm actually just going to wait on the normal trip darts. The ones with higher range. And place them down right there. Okay, so if he doesn't place anything... Okay, so he did. So we're not going to sword wounds there. But we will keep in mind that he took a long time to place that. So he probably has some later game cards that he was throwing out trying to get this one. So we'll definitely have to be on the lookout for that. And he's not sending too many balloons. And he's actually got Darling Gun. So I feel like Darling Guns, I personally don't like using them, but they are quite good if you are trying to go late game. Just because they're quite cheap and they have a pretty decent popping power. Obviously you have to move your mouse about or touch the screen quite a bit if you are on mobile, but like it's a pretty good tower to have if your early game isn't too strong. So he's probably got a later game deck, and he does have the farm, which is not good for us, so we will be kidnapping that. And a super eco boost as well. So yeah, it does look like he's going for a late game style deck. Pretty unfortunate for us. We will be taxing him now just to see how much eco he does have after that super eco boost. And still not as much as us, luckily. But I doubt we'll be getting any sorted wounds off anytime. Wow, okay, the Republic. So we definitely want to be finding that kidnap again. So we will be throwing out a few cards. I should be throwing that one out as well. And there is the kidnap. So we'll be kidnapping that as soon as we can. There we go. I think it's got to the point where taxing is just too good to pass up. But if we have to keep wasting money on these kidnaps, it's not gonna matter how much taxing we do on him. It's very unfortunate for us, I think. Because when we do kidnap, he gets the money back that he spent on that tower. So we don't gain too much from it if he keeps finding it. It's very unfortunate. So again, we are just looking for kidnap. See what we can get. I'm just gonna throw a couple cards out there. Our defense is really weak at the moment, so unfortunately it looks like we won't be searching for that kidnap anymore. He's got a flash bomb over there. I'll just place this wizard right here. Set that to strong as well. We have a chain lightning if he does rush us with anything, but I kind of want to save up for this semi-automatic rifle. Because if he does send something like a ceramic or a camo ceramic even, it's just we don't have a great defense against that. So I will be placing down this, and I'm now a lot more comfortable to just spam out a lot more eco, and he is going to be making money like crazy over there. So that's definitely a good deck idea if you are looking for different deck ideas, is to get the Darling Guns. And is it even worth kidnapping? It's probably not worth kidnapping at this point, just because he will get a lot of money back from it. He will get the money he spent on it, and he could use that to do a pretty beefy rush. So we're actually just gonna let him have that, and we're just gonna kind of hold the L on that one. This game's not looking too promising for us, so we'll just get up some defense and hope that his lack of eco fails him in the late game, even though he's not too far behind and has 2 republics and some farms, 3 republics and a farm and a normal plantation right there. So definitely not too great for us, but you never know, we could bring it back, we could definitely still win. It's not over yet. I know I'm talking like it's over and we're just kind of playing just for the lols really, but we definitely could still bring it back with the amount of Bloom Jitsus we can get on the screen. So we will just try and do that, I believe. And that is definitely quite scary. So okay, there's so I'm not sure we can defend this. Obviously our cards aren't too good for rushing either, so yeah, I'm not really too sure what we'll be able to do here. Of course tax won't do anything. I don't think there's much we can do here, unfortunately. And it looks like we will actually go down. That is wow, so we have just got our ass handed to us in the last 2 games. Definitely making me rethink this deck a little bit. I thought him a good game because he definitely played that very well, and his deck is obviously made quite a bit better than mine, so definitely making me rethink quite a bit of what I'll be doing for some future deck ideas, because obviously we won't be sticking with this one forever, because it's the nature of the game that you just see better decks, you have better ideas. Alright, welcome back guys. Sorry it took so long to find this game, so I will be cutting that bit out, and definitely didn't wait that long to play some Water Hazard right there. And we'll be playing some Swan Lake, so I'll be going with deck number 2. So I wasn't planning on cutting that out because I didn't know how long it was going to be, so I'm not quite sure at what point I left off, but I'm definitely sorry if I sound a little tired. I'm recording this a little late at night and still not used to talking too much, so definitely could still use some improvement on my end, but hopefully we will still be able to win the game. And it's not looking too bad so far. A little bit of a slow start, but we did manage to find a game at least. He did sort of wounds us there, so he did get quite a bit of eco probably. So we'll just place down this as well. So that's why I'm not overly keen on this map, just because it is quite a quick map and that's not really what our deck is good at. So we will tax him here, just see how much he did get from that. And okay, so he got a lot from that, and in the future we will have to be keeping this chain lightning around just a little longer, just to stop him from getting another solid wounds off on us. Damn, that was so unlucky there. So yeah, we might have to wait for a cannon ship, or maybe put out a lightning bolts just to be on the safe side. I think we will have to take a hit on the eco side of things for the moment, just to get out some defenses so he can't sort of wounds us again, at least not for a little while. So we'll get that up, put it on strong, and start again on the eco. So it looks like he's got some pretty basic towers at the moment. A little difficult to figure out what kind of deck he has, what kind of deck he's trying to run. And we should be able to defend this just fine. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So pretty soon we'll be able to send out some camo leads in a couple of rounds. Hopefully he doesn't get, he did, okay, so he did get up some better camo lead popping power with the lightning bolt wizard. But we'll probably set R1 down soon as well, just so we don't get caught out by any sorted wounds again. And in the meantime, we'll just keep eco in. So it doesn't look like anything's going to make it through there. It did get a little close, but he was able to defend that, no problem, unfortunately for us. So I'll keep that on first actually. I'm not too sure what the best targeting is, but we'll just put that there. That's actually quite a lot, so we will boost that, and it doesn't look like it was enough. So 2 glues and the boost, and that didn't defend. That was quite a lot more zeros than I thought. So we'll give this guy a good game, and it looks like we lost all of the games at that time. I will still post this because obviously that was it wasn't great content from me, but you were able to see some pretty good decks from the opponents. So if I do reference that, you guys gotta know where I'm referencing from, especially from these lower down ones. So yeah, looks like we may put in, probably not the overclock. I wasn't too keen on that from the guy we faced on Concrete Alley, I believe. But the Banana Republic did look like it was putting in work for him. So we'll probably, next episode or the episode after, maybe just have a theory crafting episode. Maybe just an episode where we take a deck, say deck 4, where we probably won't use it too much just because it's 2 waters, and we'll redesign it and put in, say, a Banana Republic and possibly the sabotage supply lines that we have been looking to put in for a little while, whilst also be able to put in the balloon trap, which is over here. So the other day when I was talking about the balloon trap with the good eco, this is what I was talking about. 75 whites, $3,000 quite a lot, but for 125 eco, it's worth it, definitely. And also the tower itself gives you money from the balloon traps, so it's a pretty good card for both eco and tower. So we'll probably try and make a deck with that in with it as well. If you have any ideas for decks, definitely leave your ideas in the comments. I'll be happy to look at those so we don't get smacked about like we just did this episode. So I'm very sorry about that, guys. Obviously you can't win them all, and sorry as well for the kind of slow commentary. It's a little late here, so I'm a little tired, my brain's not fully functioning. Probably not a great time to be recording, but I thought I'd get it out there for you guys anyway, just so you had something to watch. Maybe you're on lunch, maybe you're at home just chilling. Either way, got to give you something. So if you did enjoy it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave some feedback in the comment section and subscribe for some more. Cool. Peace.